We have breaking news. Sam Bankman-Fried, the founder of the collapsed crypto venture FTX, has been arrested in the Bahamas. U.S. Attorney Damian Williams says Bahamian authorities arrested Bankman-Fried at a request of the U.S. government. The indictment is sealed at this time, but the U.S. Attorney says that he will move to unseal the indictment in the morning. Prosecutors have been looking at Bankman-Fried's use of FTX customer funds at his trading firm Alameda Research, losing his customers billions.
Good evening. 7:38 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on this Monday, December 12th, 2022. I'm XRP Future Millionaire, and I reside in the great state of Michigan. So, as you can see, the breaking news that is just breaking right now, Sam Bankman-Fried has been arrested by in the Bahamas, and I showed you the video from one of the news stations. But I also wanted to read you this, and I want to thank CW for sharing this in the Telegram, as it made it nice and easy for me to get it all in one place. I really appreciate this. So, Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Legal Affairs, statement from the Attorney General of the Bahamas, Senator Ryan Pinder, KC, on the arrest of Sam Bankman-Fried. On December 12, 2022, the Office of the Attorney General of the Bahamas is announcing the arrest by the Royal Bahamas Police Force of Sam Bankman-Fried, SBF, former CEO of FTX. SBF's arrest followed receipt of formal notification from the United States that it has filed criminal charges against SBF and is likely to request his extradition. As a result of this of the notification received and the material provided therewith, it was deemed appropriate for the Attorney General to seek SBF's arrest and hold him in custody pursuant to our nation's Extradition Act. At such time as a formal request for extradition is made, the Bahamas intends to process it promptly, pursuant to Bahamian law and its treaty obligations with the United States. Responding to SBF's arrest, Prime Minister Davis stated, "The Bahamas and the United States have a shared interest in holding accountable all individuals associated with FTX who may have betrayed the public trust and broken the law. While the United States is pursuing criminal charges against SBF individually, the Bahamas will continue its own regulatory and criminal investigations into the collapse of FTX, with the continued cooperation of its law enforcement and regulatory partners in the United States and elsewhere." And this was on December 12, 2022, Office of the Attorney General and Ministry of Legal Affairs, Commonwealth of the Bahamas. So that's to get everybody up to news with what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried. That's an incredibly important news story right now. And that could be the first of many dominoes to fall. So it's going to be a very tricky time in crypto. Very tricky time in crypto. Right now, crypto is pumped back to top of its areas right now. So basically what's going on, and we're going to see if we can make anything of this right now. With Bitcoin, you can see we pop back over this rising channel, you could say. And we're trying to hold an area about 17,156. Right now we're just under about 20 bucks over that. So we're going to see that's our main area right now. We're going to see if we can hold that. We've not come all the way back down here, but we're still in a jank bull flag here until we break all the way down. And that's what can give you cause for concern that we could have a quick run up real quick and then move further back down. This will give you a better look of what I was talking about before. And this would be your 17,158, 160 area approximately. So that's what we're looking at. It's really what we're looking at with Bitcoin. And then with XRP, we've managed to still stay within this symmetrical triangle. We've never come outside of it besides a quick wick a couple times that I talked about. So as long as you're staying within it, you've got support, resistance, support, resistance, support, resistance. So now unless you break out, we're going to come back down to support. But we're starting to run out of time here in this pattern. And this pattern should end somewhere around December 19th would be the end of this little symmetrical triangle. But we can always break outside of it and do what we got to do. So if we break up, then you'd be looking at first the 404 and then the 433 approximately as you work your way back up here. And then if you broke down here, first we'd have to break down the 374 level, and then you could work your way down. But 36 cents or the 358 level would be your immediate support in the area if you break down out of here. So I just wanted to update everybody on the breaking news. But I've got some things I'm doing right now, but I thought it would probably find everybody well to see what's going on with Sam Bankman-Fried, to understand that he's been arrested in the Bahamas, and there could be a lot more dominoes to fall in crypto. There really could. So that's just something to keep in mind. And then another thing to keep in mind, if we're playing this from all the way back here, we could technically do something like this just to give ourselves that true layer and just pay attention to it, because this is on other charts, but I like to show you as it's happening. So if it did break out of here, you could get rejected on a quick wick at 397. So pay very, very close attention to that fact. Or the 398, just in this area. You could get rejected there and start bouncing around here until ultimately you break down as well. So pay attention to that. But until this breaks down, we can't really do much in this pattern. Until this breaks down, there's not much more that's going to happen here or breaks up. There's really not. We're stuck in between this symmetrical triangle right now. And this would just overextend here. And you'd be able to see what level is this. It's probably the 404. Yeah, this is about the 404 level right here, close to it. And then the perpetual futures. Yeah, the perpetual futures is the one where I already had this set up. So that's what we're looking at, folks. And this is this a W forming? Is this some kind of reversal, or is this staying within the pattern? If it's staying within the pattern, we could, like I said, come up to that 395. And then we likely would get rejected. Make sure to look in the video description below. Consider joining Tom's Army. Help push the truth for the people, by the people. I love it because then I don't have to do special interests and I don't have any kind of paid advertising. If you want to join me on MEXC, there's no VPN, no spot fees, or no KYC in the USA, and they've got all your ISO coins. It's in the video description below. Also, BitGet and UPHOLD. But the reason I like to talk about BitGet and MEXC is with no spot fees, you can get in and out. Or you can buy it and send it to your exchange and not have to worry about losing all that money on the buy or the sell. Hashtag the FUD stops here.